Hey everyone, in this session we discuss about the second important part of the circulatory system. If you remember, in the first session of this circulatory system, we discussed that there are three important parts for the circulation to happen in human body: blood, blood vessels and heart. In the last two sessions we discussed about blood. In this session we are going to discuss about the second important part of circulatory system, that is blood vessels. Now let us compare this to our real life examples. Like, you have pipes at your home, right? So from where is this pipe getting water? So you have a large tank on your say house or building or wherever you live, and from there the pipes are connected, which gets the water to your house, to your kitchen, to your washrooms, everywhere. And the dirty water from the kitchen or from the washrooms are then collected by another pipe and they are deposited somewhere else, right? So you have two types of pipes coming to your house, one carrying the fresh water and another carrying the dirty water, right? Is there any waterfall in your house where you don't have pipes and the water is just coming like a waterfall and you collect the water and you carry on your work? That is not the case. In the same way, it happens in your body also. Blood does not flow as it is. It always flows in the pipes, in the tubes, and the tubes in your body which carries the blood. Very, very important point. What are blood vessels? Blood vessels are the tubes in the body which carry what? Blood. Okay, which carry blood. So blood vessels basically are of three types. First carrying the pure blood, second carrying the impure blood, or you can say first carrying the oxygenated blood, second carrying the deoxygenated blood, and you have third type which is basically there to connect to each and every cell of your body. Okay, now let's talk about the three types of blood vessels. So just remember, as you have different pipes in your home, you have different tubes in our body, and these tubes are said to be blood vessels. There are three types of tubes in our body: arteries, veins and capillaries, or they are said to be capillary. So you see, you have a thick pipe which is said to be artery, which divides into thin pipes so that it can reach to each and every cell, and again the thin pipes join together to form a big pipe. This thin pipes, the another big pipe is said to be vein. Now let's talk about the function of artery. So artery is a big pipe. It carries oxygenated blood away from the heart. Okay, very, very important point. Arteries always carry oxygenated blood. The blood which has more amount of oxygen will flow in a type of vessel in your body which is said to be artery. So arteries always carry oxygenated blood, and the oxygenated blood will flow always away from the heart. The oxygenated blood will never come to the heart. The heart will have some amount of blood which is oxygenated, and that will be carried to all parts of your body through through artery, and hence it is said that arteries carry oxygenated blood. And a very important point again you have to remember is it is away from the heart. There is one exception. Always there are exceptions. So here there is one exception which is said to be pulmonary artery, which carries deoxygenated blood. All the arteries will carry which type of blood? It will carry oxygenated blood. But there is one artery which is going to your lungs and which will carry deoxygenated blood. Okay. Then lumen. Lumen means basically the structure. It is small and narrow. Okay. It is small and narrow. The pipe is not big. It is very small and narrow. Then walls are thick because it carries oxygenated blood with a high pressure. Okay, if there is no pressure, the blood will not go to each and every part of your body. Hence, it carries with a high pressure. You might have seen water flowing through the pipelines. It goes with such a high pressure. So, whenever there is a burst, there is water everywhere. You might have heard in the news. In the same way, if there is a burst in your blood artery, what will happen? All the blood will be flown inside your body and it will lead to internal bleeding, which is not good for your body. So remember, hence to withstand this high pressure, why the walls are thick? To withstand the high pressure, in the arteries the blood always flows with a high pressure, so that it can go to each and every part of your body. Hence the walls are very thick, and the walls are muscular. Muscular means they'll contract, relax, and that is the reason the blood can flow. The largest artery in your body is said to be aorta. What is this aorta? I'll discuss later. Okay, so what you have to remember about arteries: it carries oxygenated blood, it is thick, lumen is small and narrow, and the largest artery is aorta. Exception, pulmonary artery. Opposite is vein. Veins will carry which type of blood? Deoxygenated blood from the body parts to the cell. Okay, so it will carry the blood. Veins will carry the blood towards the heart. Okay, it takes the blood towards the heart. The deoxygenated blood means the blood rich in carbon dioxide comes to the heart, and from the heart it goes to the lungs, and from the lungs the carbon dioxide will escape out of your body. So arteries carry away from the heart, veins carry towards the heart. But which type of blood? Deoxygenated blood. Again, the exception is pulmonary vein. So pulmonary vein will carry what type of blood? It will carry oxygenated blood. Why? Because it is an exception. All the veins carry deoxygenated blood, but pulmonary vein will carry oxygenated blood. What is a lumen? It is large. So you can see this is thin, this is thick, or this is thin, this is fat or large. Then the walls are thin because the blood is not flowing with a very high pressure. And one important thing here is there are valves to prevent the backflow of the blood. Now imagine from where the from where the carbon dioxide will come. It will come from all parts of your body, and it has to come to heart. So I just take one example of a situation that I have deoxygenated blood in my legs. Now this deoxygenated blood has to come to my heart. So the veins will carry this deoxygenated blood from my legs to my heart. So it is against the gravity. When the blood is against the gravity, there are chances that what happens? The blood will again go back to my legs. Hence, to prevent this backflow of the blood, there are valves. Okay, there are valves means basically you can say the flap-like structures which will close once the blood comes up, so that whenever there is a pressure of gravity, the blood will not flow back. So very important point, please do remember, who has valves? Veins have valves. And why? Because the veins carry blood against the gravity, and hence there are chances that the blood will flow back. Okay, and the last is capillaries. You can say very thin tubes going to each and every cell. It takes care of diffusion of gases and nutrients from the blood to each and every cell of our body. Okay, this is where suppose this is a cell, right? This is another cell, this is another cell. So this thick pipe cannot come between these two cells. Only this thin pipe can come. Hence the blood will go to capillaries, and the capillaries will give the oxygen to the cell. Cell will give the carbon dioxide, and again the blood will come together and there will be formation of veins. Okay, so capillaries are, you can say, the thinnest pipes present in your body, and they carry oxygenated as well as deoxygenated blood. Main function is they help in diffusion of gases. Diffusion means exchange of gases between the cell and the blood vessels, and also the nutrients. Nutrients means glucose, amino acids, all this has to go to each and every cell. So that is being carried finally by capillaries. They are very small in the lumen. You can see lumen means the thickness. You can see they are very thin. They are semi-permeable for transportation of gases and nutrients. Semi-permeable means allow some substances to enter the cell and from the cell to enter the blood vessels. Okay, so blood vessels, so vein will basically be the sink pipes which carry the dirty blood, which is of no use. A blood rich of carbon dioxide is of no use, whereas this is the pipe which carries pure water, right? So this pipe is carrying oxygenated blood. Okay, since it is oxygenated, when the blood binds to hemoglobin, it becomes red in color, hence it is shown red in color, and when it has more amount of carbon dioxide, it becomes blue in color, hence this is a color difference. Okay, so please remember there are three types of blood vessels: arteries, veins and capillaries. Who carries oxygenated, who carries deoxygenated, whether away from the heart or towards the heart. And important points you have to remember: thick or thin. And about veins, you have to remember that it has valves to prevent the backflow of the blood. If you have any doubt regarding this, please do mention in the comment section. I will try to answer them to the best of my knowledge. Please do like my videos and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.